be intimidated. Stock the barracks and double the patrols. If Paros is sending them, I want to know the moment they make landfall.
Yes, Archon.
But Archon, please, the
Xerxes,
merchants have...
I understand your concerns. But protecting the town and the quarries is what's most important. You may all go. The meeting is over.
Alexios. How?
When I closed my eyes, I could still see you falling. I thought I had lost you.
Cassandra is still alive.
I have her, don't they? I rebuilt my life from ashes. Do you understand? Now you tell me you're alive. You're both alive. It's really you. It's not some trick of the gods.
I found you.
Your sister. We have to get her back.
She's too far gone.
I gave up on you both once. Never again.
What have you...
How did you...
I have a lot of questions.
I think we both do. But ask. I'll answer what I can.
What happened to you in Argolis after that night?
I found your sister and rushed to a young doctor's apprentice, Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost you. I wasn't ready to lose you both.
I spoke with him recently. That night still haunts him.
I was heartbroken when the healers in Asclepios told me Cassandra was dead. The two of you were my whole world.
But she did live. They lied to you.
They must have realized she was special and handed her over to the cult.
What do you mean? She was special.
What's wrong?
Soldiers from Paros just made landfall in the cove. A small force, maybe a dozen.
Malaka. Timo, gather the troops. Questions will have to wait, Lamb.
I want to help.
I assume you can use those weapons?
Better than when you last saw me.
Good. Come. There's always been a rivalry between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen, too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
Nikolaos might have played the part of my father, but he wasn't. He tried to kill me.
What he did was wrong, Alexios. I hated him for it. But he did love you in his own way. I can assure you of that.
I want to know about my real father.
How did you know?
I was told.
Nikolaos. You saw him?
In Megaris, yes.
Nikolaos was your father. He was the man who raised you. Until he took his Spartan duty too far.
He mentioned another. What can you tell me about him?
I always hoped you would never need to discover the truth. But there are things you need to know if we are to stop the cult.
What do you mean?
He sought me out before I knew your Nikolaos. I've not heard from him in a long time.
Why didn't you tell me the truth about Nikolaos?
You were just a child. You looked up to him. I couldn't bring myself to take that from you then, and I'm sorry you know now.
I've been sheltered from the truth long enough. I don't understand why the cult targeted our family.
There are many reasons, Lamb.
What did we ever do to them?
Now that we're reunited, it's more a question of what we could do to them.
They fear us.
Your ancestors have been a thorn in their side for generations. They've decided we need to be eliminated to ensure their plans come to fruition.
If it's our family they fear, we'll reunite and give them a reason to be afraid.
Many have tried to stop them and failed.
We are not those people. Where others failed, we will succeed. I know you left Sparta, but how did you end up on this island?
I couldn't stand by Nikolaos after what he did. I had to get out of Sparta.
So why here?
I saw an opportunity to help people, to grow something. I was elected to rule and protect this island from those who would ruin what we've built.
You've done some incredible things. Naxos is lucky to have you as its leader.
It's not been without its difficulties, but I'm proud of what we've achieved.
It's a pity there aren't more leaders like you. Let's continue this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Ride with me. What a strange day it has been.
But a good one.
I've certainly had worse.
Me too.
You have grown into a remarkable man, but I see the burden you carry on your shoulders.
Finding you has lessened it, I think.
I'm glad, but I have wondered why the gods chose to reunite us now.
I think they felt it was about time our family found each other again.
If we want to be truly united, we have to find Cassandra and rescue her from the cult's grasp.
They are the source of all our pain, and they will cause more to many others unless we act.
I put that life behind me the moment I left Sparta. I have Naxos to worry about now.
Let me help you here. We can safeguard Naxos, and then hunt down the cult together.
Myrrine, the symposium is about to start.
By the gods! I'm sorry, my sweet. I forgot. Prepare the horses. I'll be out shortly.
The symposium?
I need to show the people their leader is strong and in control. Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath. I will help you stop the cult, but before I can leave Naxos, I have to ensure it will survive without me.
What do you need?
Paros has to be dealt with. We need to weaken their position. Once they're vulnerable, they will make a reckless decision and we will strike.
What did you have in mind?
We must force the Paros fleet to engage us and destroy it. But my admiral, Aeneas, is missing. His ship was sailing for Paros to engage in peace talks, and he never returned.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
If you need me, I'll be at the symposium. Although, try to look less intimidating should you choose to pay me a visit.
Blood or change. Phineas must choose.
This artist's work is everywhere. Their dislike is as clear as water.
Answer with a weapon. Then there will be no backtalk.
You have to think before you act. This is politics. However tempting it is to act on instinct.
This rebel obviously wants attention. Someone should give it to them.
I had a similar thought. And I think that someone could be you.
Tell me where they are, and I'll put an end to this.
See the pigment of the paint. It's a rare color, and I only know one artist who chooses to use it. Last I heard, he lives in a cave at the Rutsuna waterfall.
Is the rest of this art as subtle?
More of the same. Death threats. The dust in Naxos must settle, or Phineas will be killed and replaced as Archon.
I know artists are sensitive, but something really made this one mad.
The city thinks war is coming, and they're not wrong. But they're certain that Phineas is the one driving us toward disaster.
I'll stop them.
We cannot answer their threats with violence of our own. That will add more fuel to the fire.
If that's what you want.
It is what she wants. Finnegas wants to fight for the people, not against them. Just stop them making any more art.
If you consider this art, I have some things to ask you.
Go on. It's the slow season.
I found these rock fragments near the graffiti. Do you recognize them?
That, my friend, is emery. Used for various artistic endeavors. Won't give the pottery as good of a shine in that state, though.
Emery. The rock. Huh. Is it found on Naxos?
It's mined from the Rotsuna waterfall.
I found this hair stuck in the paint of the graffiti. Does it mean anything to you?
Many artists here on Naxos use wild animal hairs to form the bristles of their paintbrushes.
What animal is this hair from?
It's too long to be a deer. I've heard that some thrill seekers like to get hairs from the bears that live on the island. They're mad if you ask me, but artists are an unusual sort.
This pigment is only used in the graffiti. Has anyone been buying this from you?
I do remember a man asking about this color now that you mention it.
Just him?
Yes, from what I remember. I didn't have any when he asked. He seemed impatient and asked if anyone else sold it.
Thank you. Neroso.
Maybe you'll buy something next time.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Who's I?
Finnegas sent me to find and stop the artist. You?
You're here to kill me.
That's up to you.
Please, Mistios. Finnegas is a great leader. Tell her I said that. I'm just a hand, not a mind.
Then you're a gutless sheep. You write what you don't believe.
I didn't know it would go this far.
Tell me why you did it.
I was commissioned. A contract from soldiers. They have power. You try to find people like that.
I would. I'm not spineless.
Mistios, I'm a poor artist. The Archon promised Rachmi I've never dreamed of.
And look where it got you.
I'll stop now, I promise. Not another word.
You made a mistake. A big one. As long as you own up to it.
I do, Mistios, I do. Here, my contract. See for yourself.
We're finished here.
You won't hear from me again.
You're the only survivor?
They took prisoners. I was too far gone to carry back to Baros.
What happened?
We came to talk peace with Baros. They ambushed us.
What of your captain, Aeneas?
Took him.
If Paros has him, where will he be?
They joked about tying him atop the quarry and letting the sun soften him up.
Why keep him alive?
Leverage. They know he's important to Finnegas.
I'll get him.
Make them pay.
Thank you, Mistios. I hope Phoenix pays you well for this.
Remind her for me.
Something's wrong with Paros. More than usual. Strange things are afoot.
What did you see?
There were others. Not the Paros type. One had a mask. Never seen that before.
A mask?
I couldn't tell who he was. Time to get off this godforsaken island. I know my way back.
You should tell Phoenix what you saw.
I'll report to her at once.
Is there something you need?
You think you're so incredible, don't you?
What?
You play hero for the Spartan army in Megaris, and now you think you can do anything. Can't believe the town is asking me to build a statue of you.
I did what had to be done. A statue may be overdoing it.
Before I agree to making some statue in your honor, I want you to do something for the people. There's a pack of wolves that's been harassing my village. You want to be a real hero? Now's your chance.
Wolves, huh?
Yes, real wolves. Not just some self-important Spartan in a silly helmet.
Let me guess. You want me to hunt the wolves?
Yes, exactly.
All right, I'll do it.
Please be careful.
You can leave everything to me.
Did you not hear what I said?
These are their most skilled killers. You cannot stay in the public eye. They'll find you.
I understand you perfectly. But I also need to be seen. The propagandist did his job well. I need more support to attack Paros.
I've seen too many people die already. Please, come away from here.
Aspasia, what brings you here?
Alexios! Read the room, my dear.
I'm interrupting. Please, continue your discussion. It sounds fascinating.
I've just come to tell your mother that the cult's elite forces are after her, and that this place is too open.
And I've been telling Aspasia I need to appear in public to maintain the support of the citizens.
You want me to handle the cult soldiers?
Not only that, my people won't believe Paros is behind this without proof. I need you to find it.
Of course.
Good. And I'll make the rounds here. Shore up my support. Be careful. They're dangerous.
I know.
I'll get her out of here safely.
Where do your sources say I should start looking?
I'd try the caves under Mount Zas. The cultists are so enamored with their own mysticism. It's predictable enough for them.
I don't think anyone sent to kill you is going to admit who they're working for.
You're right. Physical proof is better. I'm sure you can find something.
Of course. I'd be happy to help you both. I'll see you again later. The cult soldiers were paid with drachmi from Paros.
Well, I could hardly ask for clearer proof. This will settle some scores. Take this to the Merchants Guild. Tell them it's the proof I promised. And tell them they can keep the coins.
Of course.
There was also this. I assume it's their orders.
I recognize this. It's an old dialect. The cult must use it to communicate with one another.
You can read it?
This money isn't from Silanos. It's from someone in Sparta.
That's not possible.
I can translate it for you, but these orders come from a Spartan king.
The Spartan nobility has always resisted the cult.
The cult is like water. Any crack in the stone and they'll get in.
Sparta stands against corruption.
How can you say that after all Sparta has done to you? They tore apart our family. They welcomed the cult with open arms.
Why do you keep saying they? I am still Spartan. And so are you.
Are you really?
I have responsibilities here. Paros needs to be stopped. But then, yes, I will go back.
Here, anything you need the mercenaries' help with?
You look just like her.
Who?
Phoenicas, leader of Naxos. I can see it in your eyes. You must be related.
You are right. We are related.
I knew it. Ever since she arrived on Naxos, things have been much better for us. But when Phoenicas picked a fight with Paros, the Athenian army started stealing all our fish right from under our noses.
And you want me to kill all the Athenians?
All the soldiers must die. It's the only way.
I'm in.
Thank the gods.
Leave it to me.
You're back! Have you killed them?
I took care of them. Every last one.
You've done me a great service, mercenary. Take this as thanks.
Doesn't look like this life is offering you much. But another awaits aboard my ship. Sail with me. We need someone like you.
I always longed for adventure, but it seemed like a different life was in store for me. I'm in.
You may speak.
Ships from Paros have blockaded the harbor.
God curse Silanos and his damned cult! Do they never tire of meddling? Ugh! Tell them I'm on my way.
Blockade?
I've refused to pay tribute to Athens, and Paros is taking advantage of the situation. There goes our hope of striking first.
I can bring my ship around and clear the harbor.
Just you against an entire blockade?
You're right. It's terrible odds. For Paros.
Be safe, and come back to me, Lamb.
The harbor is clear. We need to move out before they send reinforcements.
We're almost ready. Timo?
The ships are loading now. They'll be ready on your command.
Alexios, a word.
Is something wrong?
Besides the attacks on my island and the cult's meddling, no. But we must speak privately.
Whatever you need.
The cult must be stopped. When we return to Laconia, it will be dangerous.
I'm used to it. We both are.
Here, I know who I can and cannot trust. I would have said that about Sparta too, but this news about the king.
Did Aspasia find out which of the kings is working with the cult?
For all we know, it's both. We must cleanse Sparta of its corruption, no matter the cost.
At least now we can face them together.
Yes. For all that those bastards tried to take from us. And your sister. We will find her. Come see me when you're ready. Are you ready to sail?
Where to?
We're going to destroy the fleet of Paros once and for all. Only then will Naxos be secure enough for us to leave.
I'm ready.
Then I leave this to you.
With your shield. Or on it.
And now we strike a blow to the cult.
Naxos seems secure.
We have done great things together for its people.
But now, we must look beyond these shores and destroy the cult.
They are everywhere and nowhere. Their followers are without number. Where do we start?
We cut the heads off the beast, one at a time, until they are blind and defenseless.
Sparta.
Sparta?
I still have influence there, and allies. We can rally around our home and cleanse it of their influence as an example to the world.
It will be dangerous. Their hold on Sparta is strong.
Don't you think it's time we returned?
Together.
I have only a few more things to do here.
As soon as you're ready, we'll set sail for Laconia.
I think there's something you should do first.
What?
You need to find your father.
Who is he?
He's a difficult man to describe. He's many things, but the only way to truly know him is to meet him yourself.
So you won't tell me now?
There are details only he can provide. I hope when you meet him, you understand. You'll find what you need on the island of Thera. I've given your navigator the course. I'll see you in Laconia.
I'll be there.
May Poseidon keep you safe.
Safe journeys. Thera.
Idiots! I'll be back. You can't keep me away forever. I'll find a way in. You look strong enough. Can you help me?
Depends on what you need.
Information. My brother Solon has been missing for weeks. No one listens. They say he ran away. But he wouldn't leave me alone. He wouldn't. He knows I hate being by myself. Anyway, he was last seen training at this school. I'm sure it has something to do with his disappearance. Please, can you help me find out what happened to him?
I'll see what I can find out.
You're nicer than you look. Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. My help doesn't come cheap.
What? You would demand drachmi from a child?
I guess we can work something out.
I don't have much, but I'll repay you with whatever I have.
That will do.
I think the trainers might know more about my brother's disappearance. But be careful. Rumor has it he can take out a Chimera with his bare fists. Or was it that he looks like a Chimera with bare fists? In any case, I'd take caution not to look for a fight.
I don't look for fights. They usually find me. Why are there so many young athletes training at this school?
You've never heard of this place? This school is what Thassos is known for. It was founded by Thyrianis, the famous Olympian. Many others, like my brother, train here in hopes of becoming the next Olympic champion.
Your brother must have been gone for a long time.
Weeks. It's been weeks. He would never leave me alone for so long. He used to boast about future Olympic victories and adventures. He always said he'd make me the proudest sister in all the Greek world. But how can he do that when he's not even here?
I'll find out what happened to your brother.
Please hurry. It's been too quiet around here without him.
That name seems familiar somehow.
If you've come to enroll in my school, I'm afraid you're at least 10 years too late.
Shame. You must be the one training these athletes.
Have you not heard of me? I am Euthymos, Master Olympic Trainer. Under my charge, my student sees victories as easily as Theaganasses sees the bronze statue of Thasos. Everyone has heard of me.
They say that you look... that you can take down a chimera with your bare fists.
These rumors, they are too kind and all true.
I've heard other things, though. In particular, that students of yours have gone missing.
Missing? Nonsense! My students are champions! They fly towards adventure all the time! Under my wing, they will soar to great heights, like a hot-blooded Pegasus.
Do you remember a former student named Solon?
You think you can storm into my school and demand answers like an impertinent slave? You'll sooner be gutted like one.
I need to know if your school has a connection to the disappearances.
Connection? Ha! Nonsense! This is a place of blood, sweat, and brawn. The only things that vanish here are the weaknesses in heart and body.
How about we put our skills to the test?
I'd rather not waste my time or my skills on the likes of a nobody.
Sounds like you're backing down.
Don't won't work, Misthios.
Hold on, you seem familiar. I recognize you. You're in the Olympics. You're the champion, I'm sure of it.
Of course I'm an Olympic champion. Many times over, in fact.
I don't believe...
I knew it! It must have been amazing to win. Tell us, what do we need to do to become champions?
A true champion needs a dominant power pose. Like so.
Power pose? My pose is so much better. So, an Olympic champion strolls into my school, steals my thunder, and dares to challenge me? The great Euthymos!
Does the great Euthymos accept this challenge? Or is he too afraid?
Afraid? Ha ha ha! Try sparring with my students first. We'll see if you are as strong as you say you are.
Let's see what your students are made of.
Be careful. I heard the healers have their hands full these days.
I'm sure they will find time to tend to injured youth.
Oh, not bad. Even the best of my students cannot stand against you.
Warm-up is over.
Oh, such fire! Come then if you dare. Face me like a real warrior in our arena. Oh, I'll be careful not to break too many bones. My loyal students! This Misthios has the nerve to challenge me, the great Euthymos, at my, our school. This is your last chance, Misthios. It can all end if you simply walk away.
Are you done talking?
Oh, we'll see what you are made of then, hmm? We'll fight like real champions. All right. All right. I yield. You've ruined my reputation. How will my students learn from me now?
You were ruined by pride. I had no part in it.
We've nothing to learn from a fallen master. Some of us want to follow in your footsteps, Misthios. Can we come with you?
I could use a few good warriors.
You hear that? We're going to be warriors!
Fine. You've won. You are worthy. I'll tell you what I know. Keeping a school like this is expensive, but we receive a good lump of drachmi from this rich fellow to keep things running. He visits now and then, stinking of wine, frequently accompanied by strange men.
I assume they're not here to admire the training grounds.
I noticed that they tend to favor my star athletes, the ones who exhibit exemplary skills and performance. They watch them very closely.
Solon was one they looked closely at, I presume.
Oh, Solon. He was one of my greatest athletes. He stopped coming to class soon after the men came.
Yet you do nothing? Even when you clearly know something isn't right?
This fellow has powerful allies and influence. I've tried to do something, Misthios. I've asked questions, and I was told to stop for my own good and the good of the students. As much as I hate to admit, I am powerless.
A strong man like you shouldn't take orders from a drunk fool.
You're right. I've been weak for far too long. Thank you, Misthios. I may still have other strengths to hone.
I heard everything! How can you stand by while your students are being taken? All for drachmi?
How did you get in here? Is she your daughter?
Men like you are the webs. I can't rely on you. I can't rely on anyone. I'm going to save my brother.
Her brother? By Zeus, what have I done?
Ah, Misthios! The gods are real. Help me, please!
Silence, snake.
What's going on?
We will bring this evil creature to justice.
They're lost in paranoia. They think I sacrificed my Ligia to the creature in the forest.
Hold your forked tongue. This walking curse is in league with a writhing dread.
She just looks scared to me.
Please, the creature took Ligia. If I die here, who will save her?
I'll save Ligia and kill any creature that tries to stop me.
What are you saying? She will lead you to the petrified temple and your doom.
What exactly is this creature?
Evil, heartless, unknowable.
We must end this girl before she leads a writhing dread right to us.
The forest, where the creature lives. Where is it?
Beyond the petrified temple, north of here. A damned place, haunted by shade and filled with cursed stone. At its center lie ancient ruins, from which few return.
You mentioned Ligia. She's...
Beyond beauty, beyond grace. A daughter of Artemis. Brave, not like me.
What dark prize did the writhing dread offer for her soul?
She lives, Misthios. I know it.
If this writhing dread has let Ligia live, we'll need to move now. Follow me.
Careful. These people are driven by fear.
The girl's coming with me. I suggest not standing in our way.
She's whispered spells in your ear, Misthios. Citizens, we must save our city, and these interlopers must bleed.
Hide in the temple. I'll deal with these. You're safe now.
Safe? I don't want to be safe, Misthios. I want to look deep into Ligia's eyes just once more, even if it kills me.
Love might be the end of us all, but it's a price worth paying.
I polished Charon's drachmi long ago, Misthios. I'm ready.
You know, I don't want to call you forever.
My name's Brice.
Alexios.
Ligia's waiting for me, Alexios. If I'd been captured, I'd never have to wait for her.
Then let's not disappoint her. Where was she taken?
From our sanctuary, the Dread Ruins in the Petrified Valley.
And you're surprised she was taken by a creature?
This place is ours, Ligia's and mine. A forbidden place for forbidden love.
Not much of a love nest. I've seen more romantic funerals.
I found scraps of her clothes leading to the writhing Dread's lair. Please, we need to hurry.
Time to find Ligia. You lead the way.
Ligia! That's her! Alexios, she's alive!
We need to get inside. But I see no openings, and the walls are too smooth to climb.
She shouldn't be in there. She should be in my arms. Her breath, her smell. Every night we'd meet at the Dread Ruins. I was late, just once. I wanted to find her a rose. Something as perfect as she is. This is my fault. If I'd gotten there in time.
Then you'd both be trapped inside.
Together?
You were searching for a rose. A gift. Never regret an act of kindness, please.
Thank you.
What do you know about this place?
Ligia is a daughter of Artemis. Her people trained here long ago. A legend tells of an ancient artifact they recovered in a pit full of snakes. She believed they still had it, hidden in their village on Chios.
I'll find it.
There's also a mercenary, a man who claims he killed the creature.
Impossible.
But many believe him. He might know something.
You said Ligia knew how to get into the lair. Where exactly is the key?
The daughters of Artemis hide their most prized possessions in a cave in their village. It's protected by wild beasts and fierce warriors. The key is shaped like a disc. If they have it, it will be there.
This mercenary, the slayer of the writhing dread. Where can I find him?
He waits in a temple atop the hill in Ancient Pearl. Champions from all over seek to challenge him to build their reputations, but there is no way he killed the creature. If he did, how was Ligia taken?
Did you see the creature yourself?
No, but only the writhing dread would be strong enough to take Ligia. She's too fierce. And too stubborn.
I'll find a way inside, and then I'll kill this creature.
And I'll find Ligia the rose I should have given her that night. Someone, I tell you, in another time will remember us.
The poet Sappho.
Our favorite. Please, Alexios, hurry.
What's wrong?
I've dedicated my life to becoming a daughter of Artemis, but they said I'm not tough enough to join them.
Following others is a sign of weakness.
I've followed Artemis for so long.
Your life is your own. If you've lost your purpose, find another one.
A new life purpose? I wouldn't even know where to begin. No, I'm not giving up that easily. I have an idea.
What?
I'll join them anyway. I'll infiltrate their village and live among them. Can you help me? I'll pay you all the drachmi I have.
I'll help you. The daughters of Artemis are dangerous. And if you're found out...
I accept the risks. What I'll need you to do is get me a piece of their armor, headgear, and boots.
Where can I find the boots?
There's a cave in the cliffs on the western side of the Daughters' village, where they train new recruits. They tested me there, but I left my boots behind when they kicked me out.
Any idea where I can find the armor you need?
There's a small outpost camp, just south of the Daughters' village. You'll find extra armor there. They barely defend it.
Easy.
Which is why it was recently overrun with beasts even they can't tame.
Ah. Tell me where to find the headgear.
You'll find it around the hut of the Daughter's most favored huntress, near the center of the village.
I'll come back when I have the gear.
Thank you, Misthios. You'll have to be stealthy to get the items, and please avoid harming any of the daughters if you can.
Blessings to you, Two Legs. I am Zoe, daughter of Artemis. Thanks for freeing me from the Stone Dwellers earlier.
2 legs? As opposed to what?
Our four-legged brothers and sisters, of course. We are all equal. Our souls are the same.
I haven't put much thought into that.
You should. We both have animal instincts.
I learn new things every day. Who are these people you call Stone Dwellers?
They came from the west years ago, and cut down our forests and dug up our earth to build their stone buildings.
You seem to be in a tight spot. Looked like you could use a hand.
I was outnumbered. No room to run. Now that I'm free, I can plan our revenge against the Stone Dwellers.
Our revenge? Who else is involved?
My four-legged brothers and sisters, the woodland creatures. We'll have our revenge on the Stone Dwellers who steal from our island.
The Stone Dwellers have many weapons and defenses. They won't be easy targets.
That's why I need my furry friends. Will you free them like you freed me? In return for your help, I'll give you my finest bow.
Animals should not be caged.
I knew we were kindred spirits. My four-legged brethren are held in 2 camps in the deforested area. Release them all so they may run free once again.
Consider it done. I've done what you asked. Your family is free.
Many thanks to you, warrior of Artemis. You're worthy of this bow. May the whole world know of your deeds.
I'll make the most of it.
Thank the gods! Emistios!
What's wrong?
My husband's been murdered, and my 2 sons taken. Bandits have taken over our farm in the Forests of Tears, and I fear they'll turn them into slaves.
Bandits typically move from place to place. They don't own farms and take slaves.
You're right. That farm wasn't always ours. We paid the bandits for it. And when we couldn't keep up the payments...
I'm sure you had no choice. But you're right to worry about your sons.
The bandits' leader. He said my family would serve as a warning to others.
You sure there's nothing else you should tell me?
Yes. I'm sorry I tried to hide the truth. I'll find a way to repay you, if you can bring me back my sons.
I will help, but you should think twice before making deals with bandits in future.
Praise Athena. I will. Thank you.
Where can I find your farm?
Our mastic farm is to the south of town, in the Forest of Tears.
Where would the bandits have taken your boys?
When the bandits freed me to collect their drachmi, my sons were locked up on our farm. One's in the house, and the other's in a supply hut out back.
These bandits, what kind of deal did you make with them?
They would find us a farm to work on, and we'd share the profits with them. But then we found out the farm wasn't abandoned, and the bandits had killed the previous owners.
These bandits, how many are there exactly?
It all happened fast, but I'd say they were 10.
I'll go to your farm and see what I can do.
Please hurry. Deal with the bandits and save my boys before it's too late.
I see your sons made it back to you, and those bandits won't bother you again. The farm is yours if you still want it.
Praise Athena. My sons are both safe and sound. Thank you, Mistios.
I've got the gear you asked for, but remember, the daughters of Artemis are legendary warriors. If you choose to infiltrate them, it's likely you'll be killed.
What choice do I have?
Find a new path that lets you really live.
You're just like them, thinking I'm not tough enough.
Taking a life isn't easy, and it can't be undone. You aren't a killer.
You don't know me. I can do it.
I see good in you. You're passionate, determined. Why not help others?
Really? You think I could do that? I know. I'll become a priestess and join a temple. Thank you, Mistios.
That's a lot of chopped trees. The lumber would be a fine addition to any ship.
Everyone knows the finest lumber comes from Chios. But the Malaka in charge of Lesbos keeps trading our product with other city-states. He's gaining influence, and we are losing profits.
Leaders have their reasons. Maybe his dealings help more than you know.
How is using our Lamma to strengthen the fleets of other nations helping? No! He has his own interests at heart, not the interests of Lesbos.
Then he's no leader.
Exactly. And if we remove the source of the problem will disappear with it. The people of Lesbos deserve to benefit from its resources. Can I hire you to help?
I can take care of the problem. Where can I find the leader of Lesbos?
He lives in Mytilene. When he's not at home, he's inspecting the troops in the fort or praying to his chosen god. You know, anything to avoid real work.
Lesbos is a bountiful place. Why does the leader use all of Chios' resources?
Damned if I know. We keep chopping down all our trees and killing all our animals for Mytilene. Soon we won't have anything left.
I'll remove the problem in Mytilene for you.
When you're finished, I'll send the reward to your ship.